difficult choice, wasn't it? So it was neck and neck. So thank you very much for waiting and chatting, and it's really nice to see you. I'm Elizabeth Pimblett, I'm the director of the Cider Museum. This is my second competition, for those of you who don't know me. Last time, I must confess, it was all completely new to me, so it's really nice this year to see how smoothly it runs and to see so many people that I've got to know over the year. Really lovely to see some familiar faces and ones also that I don't know. So thank you all very much for coming. We were incredibly lucky with our judges. I'd like to introduce Susanna Forbes, Sally Perks, Liz Copaz and Nick Bradstock, but I'm sure you'll know them already. The idea behind this was we wanted to draw expertise from a variety of counties. So it's really nice that we've got a lovely selected panel. So thank you all very much for coming. And before I kick off to the really important bit about who's won what, I also just want to say a huge thank you to the staff and volunteers who've been absolutely brilliant, worked incredibly hard, and especially Sally. So thank you very much indeed. Right. So, first category, I'll introduce it, and the experts are going to talk a little about it, what we were looking for, what worked, and why the overall winner won. Hopefully, I'm not putting any pressure on. And then we'll award the prizes. So the first category is Class 1 Dry Cider. Class 1 Dry Cider. Up to you.
Are you ready? Yeah. What we did was we chose our flighting order, so we did Perry's before Ciders, hence this. But Nick, wonderful.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here and a pleasure to see such excellent ciders in the competition, and particularly ones that tend to be as dry as is reasonable to make it. It brings into my mind, do we need a level of 1005, the gravity measure, as high as that? Perhaps it could move down. There's all sorts of ways the competition could be finessed, but all the products we tried had great character, and we had 28 of them in the class, 28 entries. They ranged from the, I guess, the full bitter-sweet, bitter-sharp end of the range through to the sweeter end of the beginner. Pleasure to see some less overtly tannic products, which open the way up to a brighter taste, perhaps. But anyway, a brilliant range of products from a good and well-chosen source of fruit. We guess, we don't know, we're just working by what we taste. Quality, to find a 1, 2, 3 out of it, very difficult indeed. Not quite fisticuffs, but get it on that way. Also, just to note that nice to see a little bit of not acetic cider at all, but cider with a little touch which I think builds tremendous character into the product and shouldn't be ignored in the race to make cider better than ever. Don't lose entire cider tradition, because it does cover the whole range. Anyway, a brilliant performance by everyone who entered the dry cider. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Right, so I have great pleasure in awarding the first in the category for dry cider to Athol y Graig, Cider and Perry from Wales. Lovely, both coming forward, I hope. Oh, I give you all. Can't have first, second answer. No, it's not. Well, we'll see. Thank you, Sally. Okay. Lovely, thank you. Second goes to Thatcher's Cider. Very much. And the third, Henhope Cider from Dormington in Herefordshire. Lovely. Thank you. So the next category, Class
quality. Quite a wide variation, some very young ciders, one or two that were just bordering on being a bit too young. That said, the flavours and the freshness in them were really, really great, weren't they, Liz? Liz and I like a fairly hearty, sort of beefy cider, and we were looking for a traditional craft cider. We weren't looking for a commercially appealing product necessarily. We looked for body, we looked for flavours in it. There were one or two in there where pasteurisation had definitely slightly affected the taste, and you've got a bit of toffee apple that was not quite so appealing. But overall, as I say, the quality of the products were excellent. The cider we ended up choosing was a young cider. It was really, really fresh. It was really appley. It was absolutely lovely.
Promise.
Yeah, it was great. So.
Great, thank you very much. Right. So, first prize goes to Henny's Cider Company from Herefordshire. Don't have them here today. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Sally's just reminded me I'm actually doing them in the wrong order, so I'm very sorry. We'll continue with this and we'll do the build-up order the next time round. Okay, so the second goes to Angry Orchard in New York, USA. Thank you very much. And the third goes to Atherley Bragg, Cider and Perry from Port Talbot again. Thank you. Lovely. Thank you very much. Okay. Category 3, class 3 is the sweet cider.
Well, again, it was very inspiring to see such a good quality of ciders there. And it was great to see the sweetness so well integrated. It was first and foremost, obviously, it's the quality of the fruit that comes through. But it's very easy for sweetness just to take over. But we felt that the fact that the underlying cider quality came through and was present, that's what we really enjoyed. What we also appreciated was it showed that everyone is continuing to sort of vary and explore where they're going with their ciders. So it was a real pleasure, that flight. And the one we chose we felt had wonderful complexity, a lovely rich sweetness, and lovely balancing acids.
Thank you very much. Right, okay. Right, this time. Okay. Thank you. So, third category, we're very pleased to award to Seventh Cider from Gloucestershire. Thank you. Right. Second in the sweet cider category goes to Thatcher's from Somerset. And first goes to Angry Orchard from New York, USA. Occasion. Well done. On this one. Great. Lovely. Right, to the Perrys. Class 4, the dry Perry.
Right, this was again an excellent quality class. There were very, very few faults in the Perry overall. Again, a few were a bit young still and fresh as a result of the bizarre winter we've had, I'm sure. But they were some really, really well-balanced products in there. They weren't really high on the tannins or high on the acids, which can sometimes happen with dry perries. And the one that has won is a really, really excellent perry, we think. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So, winner of the third prize is Once Upon a Tree from Herefordshire. from Devon. And first is Borough Hill Cider from Somerset. So, class 5, medium perry.
I know I sound like one of those records, but it was just very inspiring. There were some excellent perries in there. It was wonderful. There was no major faults, and we loved the variety of flavours that came through. In a way, it was like a rainbow of perry pears that we felt had kind of escaped into our glass. So I won't say, obviously, I don't know who the winners are, but it was quite interesting when we came to our 1, 2, 3. We gave them to 3 different types of perry. One was very rich and big and spicy. Then the next was fresh and had the breadth of flavour. And then the last almost had an old-fashioned sort of perry nose, but lots of body. So I felt that we felt that this kind of showed what perry can offer. So it was a delight. Thank you.
Thank you. Third prize goes to Russell Wise Cider from Cider Hereford. Second prize goes to Oliver Cider and Perry from Herefordshire. And first prize goes to Butford Organics from Herefordshire. Just sheer coincidence, they're all from Herefordshire. So, class 6, sweet perry.
Okay, this was a slightly weaker class. There were only 7 entries. I'm guessing everyone had fermented that to medium and you had to move the classes. So we've only actually made 2 awards. Again, the quality was high, and we picked out 2 that were absolutely excellent. Okay.
It was the
Okay. Yeah, sorry. Forget what I've just said. It's a load of rubbish. Those of you know me know everything I said is a load of rubbish.
It was a smaller category.
It was a smaller class, but we did make 3 awards.
Okay, thank you. So the third prize goes to Mayfair Cider and Perry from Dorset. Second prize goes to Rosie's Triple D from Wrexham in Denbighshire. And the first prize in the sweet perry category goes to Oliver Cider and Perry, Herefordshire. Class 7 single variety cider.
Oh, well, I was really pleased to see that so many people put their own single varieties in, and it's really good to see different things done. I don't know how much people added to their ciders, but they were all good. They were all really good. And it's so nice to see different varieties being done. And we've chosen one today which is probably out of the ordinary. You might be surprised that we've chosen it. But if anybody can engineer a single variety to be really good and acceptable, tasteful variety that people want to drink, that is the thing you must do. And that's what's happened, I think, with this one. There were some good Yarlington Mills, there were some good Dabinets, There was some good Kingston Blacks and some Stoke Reds, but I think the one we chose was probably the best.
Thanks very much.
Excellent. Thank you.
So the third prize is awarded to Thatcher Cider Somerset.
Oh.
Second prize goes to Butford Organics from Herefordshire. And the first prize goes to Henhope Cider.
I should have to say that the first prize went actually to a variety which I normally wouldn't think people would use. Brown's apple, which is a Devon variety, which is a sharp. Excellent. If somebody can make a decent variety out of something like that, good. They know what they're doing. Good.
Thank you. Brilliant. The class 8 is the culinary side of the dry, and this is the two.
Yeah, I'm just going to talk about both the culinary classes in one go, if that's all right.
Yes, that's right, yeah.
We found the tastes in these culinary sides were excellent. I don't think either of us picked up faults in any of them, which is brilliant because it can be easier for faults to come into culinary ciders. As cider girls, we did find it harder to judge. It was harder to pick up the differences between the ciders, and obviously you're looking for something quite different in a culinary cider. But we were looking for interesting flavours and characteristics that really made it jump out and think, oh, I'd like more of that. So both the classes, as I say, were really, really well supported and really, really high standards.
Lovely, thanks very much. So, Class 8 culinary cider, I'd like to award second prize to Newton Court Cider from Herefordshire. And first is Once Upon a Tree from Ledbury in Herefordshire. So third prize in the medium sweet category is awarded to Newton Court Cider from Herefordshire. Second is to West Cross Cider Somerset, so if they're here today. And first prize, I have to excuse the pronunciation if I mangle this, is Kelterei Heil from Germany. So, there you go. Lovely. So it's really nice to see Europe being represented as well. So the next category, Class 10, in-bottle fermented cider.
Excuse me. Well, this is the one that I really enjoy drinking, and I make a little bit myself these days. One day I might even get to put it in the competition. But it's a brilliant style to present cider. I think it allows the flavour of the cider to develop gently and meld together. And you can either leave it cloudy if you wish, or you can disgorge it if you wish to be complicated, but the flavour is the key thing. And we had quite a range to look at. There were two, one cloudy product. Of course, that may be a result of the bottle having to be opened in warm temperature in a busy room, and so some of the sediment came up, but generally speaking that doesn't matter because it's all good stuff. The yeast is only going to do you good, I would say. So a wide range from full bitter sweets and bitter sharps in there, I guess, for the traditional cider varieties used. But we did think that one or two of the ciders had been made, as I think is okay in the conditions, from non-cider varieties. Certainly they look very attractive in the glass with a pale green colour, almost like, dare I mention it, a sparkling white wine, and very fresh and pleasant too. So we have tried to represent both styles in the award of the 3 places, and over to you, Madam
Thank you
Chair.
very much. Right. So, class 10. 3rd prize is awarded to Borough Hill Cider from Somerset. Second to Hampshire Downs Fine Cider from Hampshire. Marvellous, and it's good. And the first prize is awarded to Richard Johnson from Devon. Lovely. So class 11, in-bottle fermented perry.
Well, what was lovely to see here was so many nice distinctive flavours, and also the balance that came through. Obviously, particularly the winners, but it was a privilege to be able to judge this one. There was a real range. There was pear and pear snow in the flavours. There was also some which had obviously been on the lees, so there were a few more autolytic aromas. There was some with less intensity, some where the sparkle was carrying it through, some were more sprightly than others. But overall, the quality was of a high standard. And again, I think our winners kind of show the breadth that there is in this category.
Lovely, thank you very much. Right, lovely. So, 3rd prize, Hollow Ash Orchard from Herefordshire. Second prize, Richard Johnson from Devon. And first prize, William Brothers Cider from Caerphilly. So, last 2 categories now. Best presented packaged cider or perry. 3 winners over here.
Wonderful. Well, it was just fabulous to see the very different sort of expressions of cider and perry, and it was a hard task, this one. We were helped enormously in that the Cider Museum team pulled together a shortlist for us. So then we came to it and we had 6 to choose between, and what we felt was there was different elements in each. I don't know, I mean, let me just double check the way you put it. Yes, I mean, I could talk through each of the winners, because it was kind of brought through the different elements. So although I'll kind of spoil the build-up.
Okay. Well, if we talk about these 2 first, perhaps.
Yes, okay.
We did something slightly different here. We awarded 2 joint seconds. We were looking particularly for a striking image, something that stood out well on the shelf, weren't we?
Yes.
And also information on it. So it was quite difficult. So we are going to award these to Watkin and Borough Hill Cider. So Watkins of Herefordshire.
Yes, okay. So with the Watkin, what we really appreciated was the special cider that had been produced to honour Alan Lennon, the only Herefordshire
BC winner, yeah.
Yes.
Hereford born.
Hereford born, but what was beautiful was not just obviously the packaging and that, but also the explanation. we haven't lost everything about the cider, which is what we like, the apples and everything, but we've also got the story. So that we thought was absolutely exceptional. Thank you. Well done. Borough Hill, brilliant. Okay, so the Kingston Black is obviously a classic, but what really stood out to us, as well as the striking image which draws you to the bottle, is the wonderful explanation on the back. We felt that it helped anyone who would pick this bottle up begin their journey or continue their journey. They would know why they picked up the bottle, they would know what they might look for, and then they would be interested to carry on further. So, congratulations.
And then the first prize is awarded to Seven Cider from Gloucestershire.
And what we loved about this one was the strikingness of the image, but also the clarity of the explanation and everything that's there on the back. So again, you're going to bring in the buyer and you're going to take them on a journey.
Lovely. Actually, I said we've got two more categories. We've got speciality, cider or perry, and of course we've got the overall winner. So, speciality.
Okay, this was quite a hard class to judge, as you imagine, because you could have a whole range of products. We were looking for something extra, something different in this class. It was really helpful, those people who put very clear labels on. The judges for this class are actually allowed to read ingredients, ABV, methodologies, it's put on there, and it's really helpful to have that, because there were one or two products there that we tasted and said, well, why weren't they in the normal cider classes? And we didn't really know why they'd been put into a different class. We did want something that tasted different. We didn't want something that just tasted like cider. Because to be honest, having tasted everything in the room already, we were a bit fed up with cider. No, we were looking for something different. But there were some very, very high quality products. It's worth remembering next year, put your methodology on, explain what your product actually is for the judges' benefit.
Lovely, thank you very much. Yep, so the third prize is Borough Hill Cider from Somerset. Second prize goes to Sanford Orchards from Devon. And the first prize for a nice cider goes to Once Upon a Tree from Herefordshire. Lovely. Right. Overall champion, and then you want to say some words, Nathan?
After the champion.
After the champion. Thank you very much. Lots of deliberation, lots of expertise amongst the judges. It's been really interesting hearing what goes into their decisions. And nothing was taken lightly, I can assure you. So after a lot of deliberation, the overall champion was decided to be awarded for a single variety cider to Hen Hope Cider of Dormington. Oh.
Well, on that brilliant last note, and after a brilliant competition, I'd just like to say, on behalf, I think I can say, of everyone in this room, and cider makers and cider enthusiasts everywhere, thank you very much, Elizabeth, if I may address you as Elizabeth, to you and your staff, because so many people have worked so hard to bring this competition to the successful fruition we've seen today, and so thank you for that. Elizabeth, of course, has taken over. I missed last year because I made a mistake in my diary, but I would have been here. And to see the way that the Cider Museum Hereford, as it is now, has moved without disturbing any vital main routes is very enthusing for us. So I hope that, I think I can say Elizabeth's dream of making the Cider Museum represent the whole of the UK industry, and I would always say UK industry. I'm not talking about the English industry or whatever. Let's not get on to topics like that. It's the whole of Great Britain. And the way that it can represent everyone in what is also a geographically reasonably central spot would be great. And the other thing is that I am available and would love to hear about any artifacts, relics, records that you may have in the family, at home, whatever, that you would like to see available to a larger population, because NACM is helping the Cider Museum Hereford to represent the country. So contact me. I can put something on out, or you may know how to get hold of me anyway. Ring me up and say I've got Grandpa's old book of invoices or whatever. It's that sort of information that makes it a real, a treasure of a museum. So if I can just get that in, but to end on a high note, thank you so much.
Thank you, judges, and thank you all very much for coming. Chat. We've got hot dogs and obviously your chance to sample the ciders and chat. So thank you very much.